Everybody, what is up? It is Berlin back with another drama video for you. Hi, hello. I am just about to start doing makeup and I'm raring to go today. I can't even wait until I've got the makeup on my face to come and start talking about the tea. I'm in a much happier mood today. I woke up excited to come on here, create content, do my makeup. Thankfully, it's not as hot, not as scorching hot today. So I'm going to start doing my red pride look. And for this one, I'm not going to be painting my whole face red like I did with the yellow and the blue looks. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. So I'm going to start prepping my skin with the Jeffree Star Magic Star Hydrating Cream and also the little eye cream one that I use because I love those. So I'm going to start just prepping my skin while we chat. So the first thing, Jeffree Star. Oh my god, Jeffree Star yesterday went on his IG in a gorgeous yellow look. Went on his IG and he was talking about starting an ONLYFANS. Now this is something that he was talking about over on Impulsive when he went on that podcast. Now that podcast was filmed, I believe, back in April. So it was quite a long time ago that episode of Impulsive was actually filmed. And it only just aired like last week, end of last week. So Jeffree Star saying, oh, do I need to start an OnlyFans? Now this is kind of, for me, this is typical kind of Jeffree stuff, you know, talking about starting an OnlyFans because he wants to stir up a little bit of drama, get people talking, try and be a little bit perhaps controversial because it is Jeffree Star and honestly, you know, we're used to him doing that. That is what he does. He says things and does things that are going to cause a little bit of a commotion, you know. Honestly, I'm used to it by now, you know, as I'm sure all of you guys are as well. That is what Jeffree does. So, yeah.
Oh, hi everyone. All right, I just had an amazing dinner. I was filming some content at Fire Rock here in Casper, Wyoming. We are officially joining the menu, and it is so exciting. So, we were doing a little content, a little creating. I was just hopping in my DMs, and there's a lot of people requesting a different type of tutorial than normal, not makeup related, dick related, and a lot of people have listened to the podcast Impulsive, and I get it. I may need to drop one. Like, let me figure out the logistics and I'll get back to you. Now, we all know I've been doing makeup tutorials for years now, and it's always been a dream of mine to do a tutorial like how to give the perfect head. But I'm gonna need some live models, and we know the NBA players ain't down. So if you're a cowboy or anyone that wants to be a live model, let me know. But does Jeffree Star need to join OnlyFans? Huh, you never know.
Jeffree starting OnlyFans, time will tell, I guess. But I have just got my primer on, so that is the e.l.f. what is it, Jelly Pop Dew Primer. Look, you can see I've used this up. I'm running out of it, like I've got a tiny bit left in there. Now we're going to get some colour corrector on, and for colour correctors, I really love the Kimchi the most concealer colour correctors. So I'm going to be using the orange and the green of these. Girl, it made me laugh, it tickled me. Jeffree Star starting an OnlyFans, can you imagine? Like, can you imagine that? Like, it would go through the roof because a lot of people find Jeffree extremely attractive, so that would go through the roof if Jeffree Star did that. It would be so funny, you know. But to me it seems that Jeffree's more concerned with his yak ranch and all of that right now, you know, and being happy over there, and that is great for him, you know. I'm happy for him doing what he wants to do, you know. But yeah, I do think he's a lot less focused on like the makeup world right now. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think about it, because I'm interested to know what you guys think as I sit here colour correcting. But aside from Jeffree Star, there's also a lot of other people in the kind of tea at the moment. One of those people is Hanna. Gabbie Hanna, you know, Gabbie Hanna. Now, I don't have like a hate boner for Gabbie Hanna or anything like that, but You know, Gabbie has had a lot of controversies and recently came back to YouTube. And she's being called out because on her YouTube channel, what she's doing is basically like uploading her IG stories and her TikToks and mashing them into a video. So people who watched her video called her out for that. But then there were also so many people, like fans of Gabbie, who were happy to see her back, happy to see her return. And then there was this.
I have an idea for a scary movie. Please, somebody take this idea. Okay, so you know those corporate hypnotists that show up at like proms or birthday parties? Those hypnotists all at the same time hypnotize groups of high school students, senior citizens to be murderers. 1 minute they're all pretending to lick the invisible ice cream cone, and then the next minute they're fucking cutting jugulars. And then when they come out of the hypnotization, however that happens, they have to live with the knowledge that in a hypnotized state, they was cutting bitches.
The Gabbie Stands of the world are probably going to say that I'm reaching when I say this. But girl, come on, like, Hanna. Tell me that was not Gabbie, like, promoting mass violence, you know, in this world, in this climate where America deals with school shootings and everything like that. Hanna thought it was appropriate to kind of upload that little TikTok talking about and kind of encouraging mass violence. I mean, yeah, she said it was like a movie idea or whatever, but still, it was still kind of giving me like promoting mass violence. I don't know, let me know what you think about that, but I was like, oh, here we go again. Hanna trying to be controversial, trying to stir shit up. Oh my god, it's Gabbie doing what Gabbie does, you know. And I know people are like, oh, drama channels bully Hanna, and it's, I don't see it as bullying Hanna to call it out when she does something or says something that's a little bit kind of problematic. You know, at the end of the day, drama channels, we talk about anyone who does problematic stuff, right? So if you're uploading like problematic TikToks or reels or whatever, or you say something or do something in a YouTube video, drama channels are going to pick up on it. That is just the way it is. That's just what it is. That's the name of the game, girl. Right, so I've got a little bit of foundation down, haven't done my concealer yet. I'm going in with some cream bronzer, or liquid bronzer rather, made by Mitchell Blush. This one is the shade that I use, which is called Shady Lady, but I'm really like running out of it, so I'm probably going to have to use the darker one, and I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out, but we'll get what we can out of this one for now. So I'm just going to stamp it on because I'm running out of it. Stamp someone up there, and then grab my little brush, and I'm going to start stamping it in like that, just to give us a little something, and then we can blend it in with some powder as well afterwards. But I'm going to put down like the liquid or cream products first. There we are, just do that. Being as red is life in the pride flag, I am of course going to be using my blood sugar palette. We're going to do some kind of sexy eyes, and then I'll add the other details, the concealer under my eyes to cover the colour corrector. I'll do all of that afterwards, because you know when you do your eyes you don't want anything to fall down on the rest of your makeup. So I'm going to do the eyes now. Let's grab my red P. Louise base and also this palette, and let's get into it. So the other thing that I was going to talk about in this video is the other day I made a video talking about Blair White and her views on drag around children and children at drag shows, children at drag queen story times, all of that stuff. I made a video talking about that, and people have opinions about it, of course, because in Texas, if you don't know, they are banning or trying to ban drag being around children by things like public library reading events where drag queens are reading aloud to children and all of this kind of stuff. You know, they're trying to ban children from being at things like DragCon, drag shows, all this kind of stuff. And of course, people have got strong opinions about it. Blair White, her opinion on it is kind of like, oh, well, drag queens are kind of provocative, they're perverts, they shouldn't be around children. And my view, of course, is very, very different. But I saw something last night as I was going to bed, and I thought, I'm going to add this in a video and talk about this, because I saw something with James Corden and actually RuPaul. Now Mama RuPaul has spoken out about what is going on in Texas right now, and it's, you know, it's just facts, girl. It is facts.
Drag has become incredibly mainstream, celebrated in every corner of the world, which makes to me and so many people what's happening in Texas all the more shocking. For anyone who doesn't know, they're introducing laws to ban children from attending drag shows. And I'm very interested to get your take. What do you make of this, of what's happening?
This is a diversion tactic to take the narrative away from the gun debate into something to scare people into thinking about something else. And they've been successful. They have changed the narrative away from the gun debate into this drag queen thing. Say, y'all want to help your kids? Take away them guns. That will help your kids. Hey, drag queens ain't hurting nobody.
Yeah.
You drag queens ain't hurting. You know, you're born naked and the rest is drag. Everybody's in drag.
Yes,
okay?
you're absolutely right.
So, child, please.
You know what? I really agree with what RuPaul said there. The whole thing about everyone being in drag, all of that. That is because, like, me as a fashion student, when I was at uni, I actually did my final dissertation on women in drag and all of that, and I read Judith Butler, and honestly, if you've read Judith Butler, you will know that she says everybody, when they get up in the morning, get dressed, is essentially performing gender. You get up, you put your clothes on, and that is you performing gender. How you go out into the world and present yourself to the world, that's you performing gender. So to me, what RuPaul said really did resonate with me there, and honestly, like, I'm here for it. You know, drag queens are not hurting anyone, really. You know, drag artists are not hurting anyone. It just sucks that in America they seem to be doing this, as RuPaul said, to kind of take the narrative away from, you know, the gun laws and what is going on with all the school shootings and everything like that. It's, you know, and as he said, it's working. It's working because people are now starting to focus on drag queen story times, kids at drag shows. It's working, and it's sad that it's working, but, you know, I think we've just got to bring it back to, well, look at your gun laws in America. You know, you can walk into a store, buy a gun, and go out and do some damage, you know. It's all very heavy, it's all very sad stuff to talk about that, but at the same time it's important, so we should talk about it. As queer people especially, we should talk about it, you know. But anyway, I'm going to end this video right here. As you can see, I've started on my eye, and because red is also the colour for HIV and AIDS, I do want to, you know, sort of make a nod to that in my look that I'm doing as well. So we've got a blood dripping cut crease thing going on here, and I'm going to go finish my look, and we'll be back with another video for you later, because honestly I have got Jaclyn Hill drama that I want to talk about. There's so much stuff going on there. I'm like, girl, Jaclyn is at it again. So I'll see you very soon in my finished look. Take care, stay safe, stay well. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.